Hey, good morning, guys. It's bright and early. Wilma woke me up at 6 o'clock and said, get up, take a shower. Let's get painting. The sun is out. So it's a little cloudy, but not bad. And the bed is not even made. So can you imagine if I showed the bedroom today on film without the bed being made? Wilma would not be happy. But it's bright out there, a little cloudy, supposed to be showers today, I think around 10, 11 o'clock. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our day and start painting our 2-meter overhang. All right, here's the boss making coffee. I'm happy. What time is it?
It's about 10 after 6.
10 after 6. You woke me up at 6. I took a quick shower and I'm here ready to start, boss. So making coffee, that sounds good. Let's get some coffee in us, and then I think, Wilma, it's supposed to rain. They said around 10, 11 o'clock today.
Yeah.
So we have to be ready for that and get our cardboard ready. But hopefully we can get at least the first coat on the 2-meter overhang. Don't know how long it's going to take. We're going to roller on the paint and then do all the trim work against the house with a brush. And take a look at this, guys.
Coffee.
Nothing like fresh cup of coffee in the morning. It's something that we do every morning. Can't live without it. And we actually brought that appliance as well as these two appliances from the U.S. So you can see it's plugged in the 110. So definitely it's worthwhile doing the little extra work that we did, having the 110 outlet there. So we're going to have our coffee and then we're going to hit it hard, right? Hopefully we'll be dodging the raindrops today, but that paint dries pretty quick.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think we're going to be okay. So, all right, let's get out there and get started. Okay, first coat is on. So take a look at the steps. That's 2 coats. I did do a second coat yesterday. But this is first coat. Really goes on nice. Definitely needs a second coat. Here's the boss. The boss said, hey, while the sun is out, let's start the front. And I said, well, roll it on. She goes, no, no, no. I'll just sit and brush it on. So she's sitting there brushing away. 50-50 chance of showers today. So we'll see what happens. So we were out here, promptly at 6:30. It's now 8 a.m. A little after 8 a.m. according to my sundial. Probably about 8:15. So it took right at an hour and a half to do the 2-meter overhang. Now the first coat is obviously way more difficult. And you can see the lines here where I overlapped with my roller. But that'll go away with the second coat because we had that with the when we brushed on the steps. But I think it looks really good. Really like the color, and I think we picked a good day. We got plenty of cardboard to cover the strip if indeed it rains. But you can see the blue sky. You can see the laser beam out there. So I think we're going to be okay today. I looked at AccuWeather, which is basically the site I look at, and it doesn't show any rain at all. And it only goes up to about 12 noon today, but it doesn't show any showers in this area. Closest showers is like right around the Cebu area. So we should be okay. So this has been down now an hour and a half, and it is dry. It is definitely dry to the touch, especially with the sun on it. I can only imagine type of sunburn I'm going to get on my legs and back of my neck. But I did put a towel on my head here about halfway through. It was just getting too hot. But we're going to go ahead and maybe let this sit a little bit longer. It's definitely dry to the touch. But then we'll go ahead and do coat number 2. All right, I lost my sundial, but looking at the phone here, it's 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. And take a look. Clouds are starting to roll in. So the good news is it's not as hot, but the bad news is now we got to be concerned about what's painted. So Wilma said, let's do the steps. So we went ahead and got the first coat of the steps completed. And then we saw the clouds, so we did not continue to paint right here. So we're going to give it a few minutes and see what's going to happen here. So what we're doing now is preparing the boxes, but the steps look good. Again, only one coat so far, so definitely needs 2 coats. But 2 coats is better than 4 compared to the dirty kitchen. So here's the boss. She's cutting the Balikbayan boxes. So hopefully this will be enough. It did a good job here because after we did the second coat on this step right here and this top right here, that's only 1 coat up there. When we did the second coat, just as I got completed, it started to rain, and rain pretty good for a while. So this whole area to about here would have gotten wet. But we went ahead and put the Balikbayan box over and left it overnight, and then we pulled it off. You can see there's no damage at all with water. So we're going to hope that right here these Balikbayan boxes will be able to cover all the way across, especially the steps. The steps are going to need to be covered. But up here is dry. I mean, it's really dry to the touch. Don't know if rain would affect it. I would imagine it would to some degree. But we're going to go ahead and hold off doing this for a little bit. I'm going to take a quick break. We've been at it since, hey Wilma, what time we started? We were out here at 6:30, right?
Yeah, 6:30.
6:30 a.m. So it's 9 o'clock now. So been at it for, what, 2.5 hours. I got the first coat almost done, just for that little area over there. And then we're going to pray that the rain holds off. Thumbs up for no rain, and if it does rain, we'll go ahead and start putting the boxes on. So stay tuned. All right, it's 10 a.m. Another hour went by, and we went ahead and decided to complete that little section right there. So we knocked that out. See the clouds? I think the showers are coming. Nothing in the pool yet, right? That's where we always look to see if it's raining. There's the boss. We just cleaned up. So we completed this section here. It's 10 o'clock. I've been walking on this. It's dry. So this stuff is real quick. Actually, we painted this, I'm going to say 45 minutes ago. About 45 minutes ago. Dry. So this stuff is real good stuff. We really like it. And Wilma pointed out, she goes, look at the blue. Picks up with the blue in the pool. The white picks up the white of the house. And then she said, hey, look, the tile has some gray in it. She's always trying to tie the colors together. So this is a light gray, and then that's a little darker gray. So I think it's going to go really well. So you can see we put up some boxes. We got a few more to put out just to cover it. We're not worried about this area over here at all. Just the steps and then the sides here. But again, it's basically dry the first coat. So I don't think we're going to get a second coat on today. No rush, just because of the weather. And see how you have to plan your outside projects around the weather. The rainy season. You know, if this was the dry season, this would have been long done, but just not the case because of you know, we've been just waiting on the rain, but we just decided to go for it. So this was just completed about 5 minutes ago. You can still see it's drying. We will eventually do the utility room, same color, but we want to focus on this main area first, and then we'll just come back and put a couple coats on this at a later date. I've used 2 gallons so far. I bought 5. So 2 gallons did 1 coat for the steps there, the steps here, the sides, which that goes up a couple of feet. And then of course the 2-meter overhang. by 18 meters. So it covers pretty good, and it's very, very thick. Somebody asked about the price of this paint. It's 1,900 pesos per gallon. So there's the gallon there. It was 1,900 pesos. Definitely like it. Very limited in colors. Green, red, gray, and that tan color. And didn't like the tan at all. And then this deck, the Pro deck, it only comes in gray. So remember, the other stuff that we bought was the same Primero, the tan color, but it wasn't a Pro deck. The Pro deck only comes in gray, or at least only gray in the two stores that we went to, because we went to two different stores to get the 5 gallons that we have. So 2 gallons here. Let's just say I'll use maybe a half a gallon or maybe another full gallon for the second coat. So it'll be 3 gallons. And then I have 2 gallons left over for this area. So might have to go buy another gallon. So I've got quite a few suggestions. And pretty much I'm going with what I wanted to go with anyway. But definitely took your suggestions. We're going to go clear. This is clear coat. We're going to go clear coat here, not paint it gray, because many of you said it won't last with the truck driving over it. Makes a lot of sense. So this area here, this ramp with the grooves, will be clear coat, and we have a gallon of clear coat. So a gallon will do this, no problem at all. And then we're still having discussions here. We're going all the way out with gray because the truck will be driving over this. Or do we cut it straight across here and go gray this way? Or do an angle cut with a grinder to the pool on an angle and go gray this way? So we got a couple of choices. So we're still having that discussion. But we don't need to worry about it now, right? Because we're concentrating on the 2-meter overhang. Yeah. So we've been out here since 6:30. It's now a little after 10. We're going to go in. I think we're going to get a cup of coffee, relax a little bit, and then watch the weather. I think they said it was going to be showers. They called 10 o'clock, so it's probably 10:10 now. So pretty close. And they said that it was going to clear up around 1 or 2. So we'll see what happens. If the sun comes out, we'll get another coat on here today and have this be completed. If not, we'll do it tomorrow. So we'll see what Mother Nature brings us. Oh boy, here we go. We're definitely going to test if this is dry or not. Now remember, we painted this like 6:30. It's now 11:30, so it's been 5 hours. Looks like the cardboard is not going to do much. The rain always comes this way and very rarely ever gets on a 2-meter overhang. Look at it today. It's raining this way. So now the rain line is way over here. So, but the good news is it's been 5 hours, so we'll see. But take a look at the pool. That is the rainy season right there. Look at the clouds. I mean, it's just complete overcast. A little brighter over there. But this is very, very typical rainy season. You've seen how bright it was this morning. Sunshine in the morning, and then right around midday, like I said, it's about 11:30 a.m. and we got a downpour. Now what will happen is it'll rain like this, and you can see how heavy it is, right? Look at the pool. It'll rain like this anywhere from a half hour to an hour, and then the sun will come out. And that's very typical of the rainy season. Now the weather forecast did show that it was going to rain around 10 o'clock, and at 1 o'clock it was going to be a decent day, like a 10 to 15% chance of rain. So it should clear up, so we'll see. But look how much water is falling on what we painted this morning. An absolute ton of rain. Again, the water line is never this far up, but it is today because the rain is coming in this direction as luck would have it. But we'll go ahead and show you this afternoon, hopefully, when things start to dry out. We won't do a second coat today. We'll let it sit. Hopefully it'll dry out starting at like 1, 2 o'clock. Let it sit overnight, and then we'll see what the morning brings. And if it's sunny again, we'll do the second coat tomorrow. Welcome to the rainy season. Wow, what a difference an hour makes. So an hour went by, it rained pretty hard for about 1 hour straight. And you can see that we're starting to see some blue skies. And now we can see the blue of the ocean a little bit. So again, typical rainy season, clouds up midday. Look at the pool. So it rained 1 hour, 1 hour real hard, and it's about an inch from overflowing. So we got, I would say, 3 inches of rain in 60 minutes. It's just about overflowing. So I'm going to go ahead and backwash the pool. So take a look. I think we did okay. So nothing washed away. Everything looks dry. The cardboard definitely helped. But the paint was dry anyway, so no fears of it washing away, or at least we didn't think so. So this is the first coat. You can see the steps are a little wet, but that's all going to dry out over time. Remember all the rain that was up here not too long ago? Look how it's already dry. So the concrete dries very, very fast. The steps here will be dry here in a little bit, as long as we get no more rain. The forecast shows no more rain for today, and chance of showers midday tomorrow. So again, basically a carbon copy of today, which is probably what it's going to be for the next several months. So bottom line is, it looks like tomorrow morning I will be getting up again at 6 a.m. and coming out here and trying to get the second coat on before the midday rain.